If you are anything like me, just thinking the price of meat is too damn high, you got a home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. Thanks for playing along. It is Halloween adjacent, and I'm glad to have you here. Yeah. So here's what happened, and this is absolutely mind-blowing to me. Intern Beans came down from her college area and said, Dad, I've been eating, ramen for so long now. I want a steak like you cook it and a twice baked potato. Like, done. I got you, boo. Then I wanted to get something nice. So I was at Costco. I was like, okay, listen, I'm gonna get some prime cuts here and make sure that I get her taken care of. Dad's got to take care of his little girl. So I go to I wasn't gonna go ribeyes because ribeyes just, dear Lord, it took a second on the house. So I was like, okay, let's go New York strips or something like that. So I go around the little thing, New York strips. Y'all, 4 New York strip steaks, they come in the packages, like Costco, $70. I bit the bullet and I bought it because I can make a couple meals out of it. But at the same time, I was like, why? I'm never doing this again. This is why I hunt. This is why I go to Blue Rooster if I don't get a tag. This is why I go knock a bison down. Yes, it's high fence. Yes, it's farmed. Whatever. I have a bison. But this is why. And with the cost of the animal, the processing and stuff, it's not cheap, but it is not $71 for a 4-pack of steaks. Okay. So I was done with this. And the last Watusi I got it there, and Watusi, just so you know, Watusi it's basically an African cow. It's an African cattle. It just has giant horns on it. I was like, the meat wasn't what I wanted, but I'm not going to get store-bought. So I was thinking to myself, I live out in the West Valley of Phoenix, Arizona, and there's a lot of farms out here. Believe it or not, we have a lot of farms, a lot of agriculture here in Arizona. It's not just Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner, okay? Not tumbleweeds going across. It's not Tombstone. We have a lot of farms out here. And so I decided to ask if I could find somebody who has the ability to sell cows to the public, to sell a side of beef to the public, and see if this was possible. Gonna do a little name drop in here. Okay. So there is a former state senator and outdoor Wildlife for Tomorrow, Arizona Outdoor Hall of Fame inductee that I thought I can send her a text and ask. And if she knows anybody, can point me in the right direction because they have a farm out west, like 4th generation style. She just happens to be the state executive director of the Farm Services Agency in U.S. Department of Agriculture, appointed by the President of the United States. I'm going to go ahead, Sina Kerr, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up that name I just dropped. I got it. Yeah, that's right there. So I went to the tippity top. I went to the very top. I'm like, if anyone knows, it's going to be Sina Kerr. Period. She said, well, as a matter of fact, that's a Kerr Family Farms. We do that. It's like, let me go see if we have anything. She calls me. She sends me a text back. Say, yeah, we got a half. Like, done. Half. It is. I don't know if I've ever been more excited about meat in my life than a actual meat from it's right up the road. Right up the road. And it's not going through the major process, the commercial processing plants. It's not being injected with water. It's not injected with dyes. They do some weird thing in the processing world where they put it in a room with these gases that aren't good for you. These gases that, the gases that actually keep its color. Okay. And I don't want any of that. I would like a family farm up the road to take care of a cow for me, to process a cow for me, and it lands in my freezer. I'm so jazzed. Healthy, the way to go. This is as close as you're ever going to get beef to game animals, period. This is it. And game meat is the most nutritious, pure meat you can possibly get. This is as close as you can get to kind of the marriage between a grocery store and that. So we're gonna come along on the journey with me. I'm going to ask them a lot of questions. Hopefully, I can have somebody from the fam, somebody from the actual dairy farm on the program, and we can talk about that. I would love to talk about that entire industry and kind of answer some questions that might be plaguing you as they plague me. So I would love to have that, and then would love to go. You guys will come along with me to pick up all the stuff, and we'll see if we can ram it all into this freezer of mine. So from here on out, I'm going through an eat down. Yes. Whew. Got a lot of game meat to take care of to make room just for that, and potentially a quarter or half of bison from Blue Rooster, and then some pigs. So yeah, we got a lot going on. Again, it's by far the healthiest way you could possibly eat and eat your animal proteins. So take it from the field yourself, or go to the damn farmer themselves and get it. So the Kerr Family Farms taking care of me. Big thanks to Cena Kerr, the boss lady of ag here in Arizona herself, and it was cool. It's just done like that. So. Felt kind of VIP-ish. I haven't told that too. I'm like, oh, wait a second. You guys do it? Okay, now I'm feeling VIP. Now I feel like I won something. Like I'm kind of in the club, you know? Yeah. I always wanted to be in some kind of cool club like that. So here I am. And there are farmers, by the way, locally that do a lot of their produce, eggs, things like that. Just get involved in that. Try to. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now, in the country, excuse me. With funding. So the products that we consume, that we eat, it's gonna get weird. So I try to stay as local as we can. And that's all I was doing. I was like, hey, listen, Director Kerr, I just would love to have somebody local that I could support. And she's like, well, as a matter of fact. Mm-hmm. Yes. So very, very excited about that. And yeah, because I like things fresh. So the way it goes. Anyway, moving right along, and thank you for hanging here. This is Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors, this beautiful outdoor playground of the state, nation, and world that we live in. Mañana is Halloween. AFI kids, grandkids, anything like that, going out and trick-or-treating, you want to rep the outdoor world, I got you covered, as I do each and every year. But I'm going to say this, and this, I want your opinion on this. Brendan, I want you, your brother brought a whole cow? Nice. Nice. I just wanted a half. That's all she had. If half isn't enough, I'm definitely ordering a whole cow next time. What's up, Eddie? Here's my rule, and I want you guys to weigh in on this. If a grown kid comes to the door and trick or treats, what's your thinking? Are you down with that? Yeah, because I got to tell you, I wasn't for a minute. Then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? This kid went through the process of dressing up and made it a point to grab a pillowcase or whatever they're using, a bag or whatever, and say, I'm going to go knock on doors. I'm going to do work for my candy. I'm not just going to go ask mom for candy. I'm going to go get candy. Hell yeah, you getting them. Hand them a beer. Nice, Brendan. No, but yeah, here you go. Of course, if you're an adult, I don't care. You got a cool costume as a family, y'all getting candy. Oh. That's the way. Queen Bee is hilarious. She is adjacent to a fully custom, like, mega home street. And this house is nice custom homes. And people just show up. People show up by the van load, dumping off kids. One of the guys we walk the dogs with, he said, he lives on that street. He said, yeah, they had over 600 kids in one night. 600, y'all. That's what people are like, oh, this is, to go to rich neighborhoods or whatever. Yeah. And the funny thing is, the streets outside of that are dead. I think last time at Queen Bee's house, like a dozen kids come by. That's it, maybe. And I'm like, that's where you want to be. You want to get off of that street that everybody's at, because everyone else bought candy and they're sitting at home ready to hand candy out. Dude, they'll pour the bucket. They'll pour the whole bowl in your bag. They just want to get rid of that stuff. See? You got to think it out a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, glad. Okay. Nice. Okay. There you go. I'm good. Glad people are still participating. Me too. And but by the way, when you think glad people are participating, we might be the last gen. We might. What were we told as kids? And no one before our generation, the boomers didn't get any of this. None of them did. Gen X got this, and only Gen X got this. And Gen X was raised around there's going to be razor blades in your candy bar. And that, of course, was just so the parents could go through the bag and snake all the good stuff. True, and it's fine. As a parent, I'm thinking parent tax. Hell yeah, we got to put up through all this nonsense. I bought the damn costumes. Hell yeah. But we're not afraid of anything. Let's just get out and do something. I do getting outdoors. That's what the GO stands for on the Go Show. Get outdoors, and this is getting outdoors. Hell, if you can, and if you're, by the way, if your kid is capable and able-bodied to do this, and you're running them around in a golf cart, I would basically throw candy. Get out of here. But kids are getting outside, fresh air. They're socializing. They're having a good time. They're walking. They're probably getting, some of these kids, the most exercise they get in a month. They're walking door to door and learning social skills, learning some confidence. It's rad. Halloween's got it all. I love it. And again, that's why I don't care how old you are. If you dress up in a costume, you got this. I got candy. You get it for show. And now that I bought that half a cow, I might just be, I might have to give you some ground beef, maybe. I don't know, maybe a rib or two as you come through. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But getting out, man, it's all about. And just seeing these kids out moving around, that's fine with me. I'm good. If that's the only time they can get them out, get them out. That's been my philosophy since I started this show 13 years ago. 12 years ago. Yeah. Seems like 2 decades. 12 years ago, started the show. So I've been talking about anything you can to get your kids outside, to get any kids outside. Do it. Do it. And this is it. That's why I talk about spring training. Spring training is getting outdoors. Yes, because you get your family outside. You get your kids outside. Halloween can make that happen. And I feel like I have to give this piece of advice every single year, and I'm comfortable doing it, but it's funny that I have to. If you're sending your kid out as a hunter or something like that, let's just keep the gun at home. Seriously, keep the toy gun at home. Just I know. Oh, in my day, we ran around with our Red Ryder BB guns, and I get it. I know. We're not there anymore, y'all. That ship has sailed. You don't have to. You can just dress in camo. That's fine. Dress in camo is all good. Strap a stuffed deer to your back, your backpack, whatever. I make it that you assume, okay, they do it at a fire. Yeah. This is, and there are several like really rocking people. You could be like Merida. How about that? How about your little niece, daughter, whatever, granddaughter wants to be the outdoorsy type but wants to be a princess? Merida, fantastic from Brave. Just a sniper with a bow. Hell yeah. That's some pretty strong deals in there. I remember the second Wreck-It Ralph movie where Cinderella takes off her glass slipper and breaks it and like does one of those. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Okay. Not very outdoorsy, but damn. All right. You want to shank somebody. Broken glass slipper. But there's plenty of things you can do in the outdoor world. Somebody can just go as an angler. You can carry a little fishing pole around, whatever it is. It's so easy. And roll up your stuff. You don't have to go break the bank to get your kid out there and dressed up for Halloween. Hell, Nuge is going out. He's 17. He's going out. His girlfriend, I think they're what's that kid from the Sandlot? It was all Google about the lifeguard. What was his name? Yeah, he's him. And she's the lifeguard. So there we go. Yeah. That's their little couple's costume. Right there. Intern Beans. I don't remember what she did. She told me this morning and I don't remember it. But she's going to do it up in Flagstaff. Squints, thank you very much. Yes. John, intern Nuge will be Squints. His girlfriend will be the lifeguard. So that's how they're going to roll. But anyway, there's a lot of things you do. It's easy breezy. Don't break the bank. Just throw some, throw whatever. Just make them dress normal and carry a fishing pole. There you go. I'm an angler. There you have it right there. Easy. So easy. Yeah, don't try to get out there like, oh, they want to be this, so I got to go buy this costume. Don't even buy a costume. Just say, hey, we're repping the outdoors. We're showing the kids that it's cool. You can go hunting. You can go fishing, and you'll be all right. Just be all right. Give them a paddle in their hand and say, I'm a stand-up paddleboarder. There you go. Easy breezy. We don't have to overthink any of this. We don't have to. All right, let's get back to the meat portion we're talking about. See, You're going as a baby and wearing an adult diaper, Lynn. I think that's fantastic. There are things that we can't unsee in this life. I think you're doing great, buddy. You're gonna clean house, man. People are gonna give you candy to be like, you need to go. You might clear out a street, buddy, and then just say, yeah, the candy for me. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's get back to this though, because it's important. And I'm not just saying about, I bought half a damn cow. The quality of meat is important, and the quality of meat in our outdoor world, the quality of meat starts with, well, a shot placement, obviously. Shot placement is absolutely huge. Obviously, we want to take in animals quickly as possible. We don't, even if we're deep sea fishing or fishing, we want to dispatch the fish as quickly as possible. Don't need anything suffering. And so obviously heart placement. And you got to, if you're like me and you like to eat the heart, because heart's fantastic. Heart is good, by the way. It's not like this. Yes, and we eat the heart. It's just no, it's delicious. Heart is fantastic. If you haven't had heart, please try it. It's good. Oh, see, Chucky, ain't nothing wrong with this. Hell yeah. Get him overalls and a plastic prop knife. Heck yeah. Dude, that's rad. It's a good costume right there. Anyone else know any kids going out? Let us know what your kids are going out as, please. But anyway, it starts with shot placement, and obviously heart's the spot to go. Sometimes you got to be like, yeah, well, for the good of the order, I took that heart shot, and now I don't get to eat heart. It's okay. If you're shooting with a bow and arrow, you're archery hunting, heart, done. So you got a hole in what you're gonna eat. No big deal. No big deal at all. So shot placement is big. Which brings me to the second thing. It's time from harvesting the animal to when you start to field dress it and cool that meat. Listen, clock's ticking. Especially if shot placement was a little back and you're dealing with kind of the intestinal tract and you're doing things like that, you need to boogie. You need to get into fourth gear now. 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. You need to get that. You need to start processing immediately. And any of that junk, jacking up your meat. Because again, the taste of the meat, the quality of the meat, everything has to do with processing. Obviously, what they're eating, and obviously they're eating the best stuff they're out there in nature, but they need to be processed quickly, just like they do here in basically in the farms and the processing plants. I mean, it's the animals dispatched and immediately start processing. Smart move. There are people that there are some that would say, oh yes, bleeding out and all that, better meat, this and that. Just get there as quick as you can, get to processing, say high five, take the pictures, all that stuff, get moving if the shot was not placed properly. Okay. But then how to process. This is a debate. The standard issue, I call it the autopsy processing, because it's basically you're doing an autopsy on the animal and you're removing all of the insides from the animal. That's the gut method. Then there's something called the gutless method, and there is a hunter, a very well-known hunter that is a celebrity, so to speak, was claiming that the gutless method yields better tasting and more quality meats. And that is ultimately what we are going for. Yes, the deer camp, elk camp is a blast. I'm excited about mine next weekend. That's fun. The camaraderie, the fun, the hunt itself, everything's fun. But the ultimate goal is a full freezer. The ultimate goal is not letting that animal die in vain or anything to go to waste. Process everything you can. But so when you're doing that and going through all of that effort, because we always say here on the show, fun is hard work. You got to do the work and put in the time to make sure that this animal yields quality meat. And so I think this guy's onto something. So I downloaded a video, and this is what I highly recommend it. Anyone that hunts does. Let's see here. Eichler has a great video gutless method for an elk, same thing. It's just a bigger deer, but it's very tutorial. He's doing it in front of you. He's not just talking at the camera. So so I downloaded the video onto my phone. So I do not need a cell reception. I do not need Wi-Fi. I got that right there for my step-by-step instructions on how to do a field dressing method that I knew nothing about. So I'm going to do it. I'm very excited about it. We're going to go gutless this year. I might, and I might just get there and say, you know what, this seems easy breezy. The size of it is fine. I'm just going to go ahead and just do the gutted method. It's no big deal. It depends on the circumstances, but I have this in my back pocket, and I can do that blindfolded. By the way, it's really an easy process, a lot easier than you think it is. It's just messy. But the gutless method are for like my friends that I hung out with last night, Steve Clark from Arizona Elk Society. I'm sure I don't even know if he knows I share this one, but he does not like blood. He does not like blood, and he is an elk hunter. So that dude does the gutless method for show. But I get to choose. When I get there, I have what I've known and what I've done in the field prior to, and then I also have what I'm about to learn and hopefully learn in the field. If I get there, I go, yeah, we'll go gutless on this. Or maybe if, Tequila Jim harvests or his son harvests or his brother-in-law does, maybe we'll do one and do the other, whatever. But I'm excited to learn this technique because from what I've seen, the studies that I've seen, what studies, and it's all relative, just saying, hey, listen, I've taken this many deer. I processed them this way. Gutless method yields the best meat. And I'm going to go with that. I'm going to give it a try, and then we'll just go from there. Yeah. So I'm excited to try that because it is all about the quality and the yield of meat. And if gutless does not impact that, fine. I didn't go all the way through the video. I just downloaded it. So that's the one I want. And I'm going back, but I don't know what you do with the rib meat. If you can get the rib meat, if you can still get the rib meat, I'm down. So down. Because the rib meat is very, very important. So good. And not like eating ribs. I mean, the rib meat is just, I basically just cut it off of the bone and put it into a burger or sausage pile. So that's the way that goes. And then I'm spoiling myself for Christmas, and I'm going to get a couple of processing tools where I can make my own ground beef. Ground venison and all that stuff. So I do not have a meat grinder. Getting one and making it happen for show. So that is the plan of attack. It is all about quality. I'm now obsessed after that trip to Costco, which, by the way, those steaks that I got from Costco. And can I tell you, please look up on social media and follow the guy because he deserves it. If anyone in the world, in the cooking world, deserves a follow, it's Alton Brown. Period. We don't have to get into who Bill Nye the Science Guy is and the fraud that he is, but if there was a Bill Nye the Science Guy show for cooking, that's Alton Brown's show. He also hosts and MCs a lot of events and shows around. So he's just I think he's just retired now, but he's a genius. And he said, here's how to cook New York strip steaks. So I was like, I had those strip steaks. So I'm like, okay. This is what it consists of. And he's like, just trust me on this. You'll be rewarded for the time. He said, just put salt on each side, put it in the fridge, uncovered for 24 hours. It's called dry brining. Okay. And he explains like the tackiness that you feel to the touch. He goes, that's what you need. You want it to get after 24 hours. It's going to feel kind of like it has like this tacky film over it. And they're going to be solid. They're going to be thick. They're going to be firm. He said, then you put them in a smoker at 200 degrees for 2 hours. He said that tackiness is going to hold your smoke. It just basically just welcome the smoke into the meat. And then sear on a 2-minute method. And then depending how you want it done, maybe all the way up to a 4-minute method. But he said, if you go the 4-minute, he said, we can't be friends, which makes me want to be his friend more. So I tried that. I did that with intern beans, and now I'm going to do that with the 2 steaks that are left over with Queen Bee this weekend. I don't know if I've cooked a better steak in my life. And y'all, you know me. This is important. This is a religion to me. I've never had a better steak cooked on my grills. Ever. Ever. It was as good as the elk backstraps that I had at Slavo's place, and he's an executive chef, pulled it off the Green Mountain smoker, and then boom. Oh, fantastic. Yes. What up, Chris? Yeah, but yeah, so it's that good. I don't know if I'll cook steak a different way from here on out. Especially if I'm paying for it, it's quality, it's this, that, I'm doing it. I'm definitely doing it. And they're different grades too. You can get choice, USDA, prime. You can, I mean, there's so many levels in the grocery store. You know what I'm doing? I'm going to the farm, all prime. Dude, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to deal with I don't need a crib sheet every time I go to the grocery store. I just want the very best. I want local. I want fresh. Let's go. And by the way, fresh frozen is not bad. I actually trust things from the freezer aisle more than I do out in the produce section or the meat section in the store, period. Because it's frozen immediately at the source and everything shuts down on that piece of meat. Everything. And it can stay indefinitely in your freezer. It can. I have elk in there from that has been frozen right away 2 years. Easy. I have no problem eating that. Everything is flash frozen, fresh frozen, like Chris said. Yeah, everything is it makes sense. That's healthier. What you might look out for, now I'm not an expert in this, but it does give me pause, is when I see things that say previously frozen. That means you need to cook that. That's a tonight meal or tomorrow night meal, right? Okay. Because I know that the meat in my freezer is fine as long as I want to keep it there until it's thawed. Until it's thawed, now we're saying then thawed and refrozen. Not in my world. Not in my world at all. No. But if you get like flash frozen vegetables, things like that, those are, in my opinion, and what I've read, healthier than what you get just on the outside. Yeah. Frozen is not bad. Frozen is not necessarily a bad thing. Processed and frozen, I mean, this, obviously the process is a big deal. But yeah. Yes, cannot freeze twice. Do not freeze twice. There's once and that's it. That's it. I mean, I've done it in the past. Like I've taken out too many of something, and I'm like, okay, let me pop this back in the freezer. But it gave me pause, and then I turn them into dog treats. That's what I do. I mean, I'm like, okay, if Boone and Ozzy are good with it, then I guess that's good. Hey, trust me, at $10 a pound, it's cheaper than dog treats. Good Lord, what are they getting for dog treats is insane. And and by the way, if you do go to a butcher, or you do go to a local farm, this is you go to a local farm, they have the knuckles, they have marrow bones, things like that. Great dog, great stuff for your dog. Great stuff for your dog. Not sure. Any reviews? Primetime mastering meats. Oh, I like that one. Yeah. Oh, they're dog treats are crazy. And a lot of the dog treats do like bacon strips and things like that. Look at the amount of sugar they have in the damn things. You're just jacking your dog up. Now, I go to Starbucks a lot. And again, you guys, I know. I'm addicted to Starbucks cold brew. It just is what it is. That's the ABC of me. But they always ask because they'll see Boone in the back seat, Ozzy next to me, whatever. Like, oh, would you like some pup cups? No. God, no. You think Ozzy, which is a nuclear-powered firm missile, you think he needs sugar? Lots of sugar in dog treats. Yeah. Oof, man. Previously frozen means don't consume. Oh, no, buddy. Freeze means consume now. That's what it means. Yes. I like the spinoff, though. The primetime mastering meats. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Cold brew, buddy, it literally is a problem. It's a problem. And it's weird. It freaks me out because I don't eat sugar or any of that, like hazelnut additives, things like that. But if you go to a Starbucks and there's the bottom of their cold brew keg that's been sitting there for a few days, it tastes just like a hazelnut cold brew, which is delicious. But it freaks me out because I feel like they messed it up and there's some sugar in there. So I start to panic. I don't eat sugar. But yeah. So anyway, yeah. ABCs of me. If you guys volunteer at our next event, you might be getting some game meat because I might not have room in my freezer. I might have to get going with it. I'm in a Stoke cold brew. Yeah. Grizz, I do like the Stoke quite a bit more than I like the Cala. The Cala stuff was recommended. Cala didn't have enough bite, but Stoke is good. The extra bold is pretty solid. They actually have a pumpkin spice one available as well. The kids seem to like. Oh yeah. Oh, the gum. Holy, what the? Yeah, I didn't do that. I'm drinking the cold brew. Cold brew, by the way, is I think is 60% less acidic than normal brewed coffee, than heat brewed coffee. So it's good for your tum. Yeah, I'm getting the heck up out of here. Tomorrow's it. It's Halloween, so we'll have a little fun show. A lot of fun things to talk about. We got a lot to go. We got a lot to cover, as always. Right here on the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. Thanks for playing along, everybody. We will see you tomorrow at noon.